Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about the 5 books I read recently. These are the books, guys. First, I'm going to talk about what is the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is facing the ocean for the immigrants from Europe, and it's in New York. And it was a gift from France celebrating the 100th birthday of the United States of America. So practically, France gave it to America. And now it's in New York. And I like the part that they were choosing which to light up, the torch or the hat. And they chose the torch. And I also like the part that there's many pictures, so I can know how big it is and what shape it is. And also there was one surprising part in this book. Which do you think the Statue of Liberty is, female or male? You guys might think it's male, but it was actually female. It is actually female. And this book wasn't my type, but I kind of liked it. The second book is called Where Are the Galapagos Islands? The Galapagos Islands are in the Pacific Ocean, and there are many islands, not just one. And they were formed because the volcano erupted. And there was Charles Darwin in this book. In this picture, he's riding a tortoise, a humongous tortoise. And also, he went to the Galapagos Islands. And also in this book, who was Charles Darwin, and he's in the Galapagos Islands. And I talked about Charles Darwin in like 1 year ago, so you should go check it out. And after Charles Darwin went to the Galapagos Islands, many years after, many people are going to visit the Galapagos Islands. So now they're not allowed to ride on big tortoises, because it will harm them. And I like the part that they're talking about many animals, like sea creatures, iguanas, fishes, and sea dolphins, and fish, birds, penguins, many kinds of animals. I like that part too. The third book is called What Was the Titanic? The Titanic is a big ship going from England to America, but on the way it hit an iceberg, and it split into two and it sank. And before that, there were only 20 lifeboats, so only children and women were allowed to go on, so they had to say goodbye to their husband or dad or friend if they're men. So many men died, and there were found, many dead bodies were found under the ocean, and they were carried to Canada, but the Titanic could not be pulled up because it's too fragile to be lifted. So it's still there. And yeah. The fourth book is called Who Was Henry Ford? Henry Ford was a famous inventor. He built many things, even from when he was a boy. And when he was a boy, when his friend had a broken watch, they would tell him to fix it. So in class time, he just put the textbook like this on the table and just fix it like this so no one can see. So his friends were very lucky. And also, when he grew up, he married to a woman, and for his family, he built a house for them and him to live in. And the funny part was that in a building, he built a car, but the door was too small for the car to go out. So he just broke the wall and he got it out like this. Here, he's like, oh no, how do I get this car out? But here, he was like, that should do it. And after he broke the wall. And he's mostly famous for the Ford company, the car companies, and because he had a solution. He discovered a solution to make many cars in the same time. And so like this person just put the wheels, this person put the walls, this person put the roof, something like that. So it's easier. And that's mostly why he's very famous. And also he passed away because first he had many diseases, like one disease and another disease, and another, many. And at last, in his brain, a blood vessel broke. So that time he couldn't breathe. So he passed away. That was the sad part. The fifth book is called Lunch Money, written by Andrew Clements. After I talked about No Talking, also written by Andrew Clements, more books written by Andrew Clements arrived to my house. And Lunch Money is called, it's about a boy and a girl. The boy's name is Greg and the girl's name is Maura. And they were like enemies at first, but they worked things out and they were good friends. And it's about Greg first selling toys at school, but the principal said no selling toys. But when he thought about it, the principal said no selling toys. So he decided to sell comic books that he made himself. But I won't tell you what happened in the end because I don't want to spoil it. You should read it yourself. And I like all the Andrew Clements book because it's about school and I really understand what's going on. And now I'm reading the book called Findle right here. It's very fun. Bye guys, please subscribe to my channel. Bye!